Alright, guys, we're back. We're back to Hello Goodbye. Several months later. From what I can remember and from what I went over last time, well, yeah, May's dad was killed. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Uh, yeah, apparently, we were protecting May, and well, since the father was not necessarily protected, well, he was killed. And now we're talking to someone that apparently wants to talk to us about uh, what happened. So let's continue with the story. It is the day following our meeting with the woman named Hosaka Sandy. She has now come to the mansion to talk to us. Ms. Hosaka had been Mr. Yukishido's secretary ever since he was just a government official. She had always been there to support him. Yesterday, when she approached us, she said there was something she would like to talk with me about. However, her and May had various things that needed to be taken care of yesterday, so they never got a chance to talk until today. Doesn't touch the coffee my old man brought us out for us, instead cutting right to the chase.
幸代先生は大統領となられる前からある政策を進めておりました。ある政策？こちらをご覧ください。
The words bilateral unification bill are written on front of the page, documents she hands to May. This is
日本合衆国と日本連邦。100年前に曖昧な状態で分かれた2つの政府を統一するための政策です。
Is that even possible? Even though there had never been anything that could be called a military conflict between them, they had always stood at odds with each other. 100 years was enough for 3 generations to pass by. That's enough time for even culture and customs to change. Even the language we use has evolved. And from the historical perspective, some words and phrases had even fallen out of the vernacular. It always seemed a given that these two countries would continue to remain independent. Was it really possible to join them with one piece of legislation?
聞いていた。軍事立国を目指す過激派と技術立国を目指す穏健派。二国に存在する両派閥ともに統一日本は目指していたゴールの一つだ。似たような計画ならいくらでもあった。だが書類を読んだ限りこれはかなり現実的だな。
はい、協力者が違います。合衆国と連邦の穏健派の大多数の取り込みに成功しました。それがこの書類の最後にある連盟です。
I take a glance at the papers May is reading over. There are row upon rows of signatures from people representing many famous corporations and organizations.
これがお父さんがやっていたこと。はい、先生はこの計画の旗頭です。大統領への立候補もこの計画を実現するためなら客寄せパンダにもなってみせると常々おっしゃってました。
I see.
お父さん。
あの人らしい言い草だ。
はい。
Although that was the sort of thing that would put a smile on anyone's face, their sorrow was more than evident.
ここで先生の悲願であったこの法案頓挫させるわけには参りません。はい。私に頼みたいとおっしゃっているのはこの件に絡むのですね。はい。
Miss Osaka looks at May with a deep admiration in her eyes. I imagine anyone would pick up on that after how intently she'd been reading the papers. But it went beyond just that. Miss Hosaka looks like she can physically feel the strong determination emanating from May. She resolves herself then speaks.
メイさん、一時だけ 先生のお父様の意志を継いでくれませんか？
一時だけ。
はい、もともと先生は合衆国大統領による法案の提出とそれに伴う二国統一宣言をここ森野で行う予定でした。この事態に対処し、我々はこの署名に上がった人たちの代表者たちによる共同宣言という形に収めようと計画を変更しています。そこでメイさんに頼みたいのは、先生の就任演説の代わり、ファーストレディとして演説を引き継いでほしいのです。
演説？
おい、それは正気か？
大変なことを要求しているのは重々承知です。恥を忍んでまいりました。
それだけではないだろう。お嬢をそんな危険な中にさらす気か？
Yeah, that's true.
先生もお嬢様を巻き込むことを望んでおられるとは思いません。
だったらなぜ？
最悪な状況となった今、私はせめて先生の進めようとしたこの計画の意思を継ぐ義務があります。私はこの計画の瓦解を阻止するためならどんな手も打ちます。
帰れ。保護者の代理として許すわけにはいかん。
おじさま、待ってください。
お嬢、やめてくれ。
嫌です。すみません。保坂さん、その提案お受けします。
ありがとうございます。
She bows her head, deep in gratitude towards May. Her voice slightly falters from the emotions. Her reason for her bow is likely because she can't bear to look at May in the face right now.
まったく頑固な親子だ。まともに世話もできん。
ごめんなさい。
謝るな。お嬢は立派だ。
I couldn't help but agree. How could she manage to find the courage to bravery to agree to that after what she's been through? It's completely a mystery to me. After a short talk in private, May and Miss Osaka head over to the war office to discuss the plan with a large body of people. Since I'm her escort and my old man her guardian, we both will tag along. Or so I thought.
カイト、お嬢のことを頼んだ。
Okay, you're not coming?
行けなくなった。この事件を起こした者たちの中に保安部の一部が絡んでいる。
I see. Okay. Got it.
この事件は合衆国と連邦の過激派と呼ばれる連中の共闘だ。
Natsumi comes to mind. There were people in the Commonwealth who had the power and means to mobilize troops and even destroy the bridge. I remember that Natsumi thought I was involved somehow, and it seems like there was a faction from the Commonwealth that really was responsible. But were they even hoping to accomplish?
おそらく穏健派も過激派もやり方が違うだけで目的は一緒だったのだろ
Unifying Japan.
う。穏健派の動きを止めるため、あるいは牽制のために動いたと考えるのが妥当だろうな。
So that must mean the flames and destruction I saw in my premonitions were a result of the radicalists winning out over the moderates.
カイト、お嬢の護衛の件、命令はまだ生きている。
True. I know.
保安部からの命令は抹消されるかもしれないが、大統領命令があるからな。
Do you think he predicted this would happen?
まさか。幸代さんは意外と行き当たりばったりな人だった。
Oh.
そうじゃなければ、こんな法案一つで 二重政府をくっつけてしまおうなどとは考えないだろう。あの人はそんなところがあった。人が考えてもやろうとしないことを平気で実行するような、しかも意外と無計画だった。
Kind of like you.
光栄だな。計画性はないが志を貫いていたからな。みんなついていっていた。だからカイト、あの人の言うことを聞いてやってくれ。
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of May. So I guess you're going back to the security department?
もう一度現役に戻る。情報局保安部の力、今後も必要だ。
It's the return of the legend. The intelligence gatherer by the UPJ would soon come to aid the newly unified Japan, I imagine. Several days had passed since May declared that she would make this speech. The dictate was quickly approaching. I can imagine that pulling a change of plans in such a short time is easy. Miss Osaka seemed to be working around the clock to make it happen. She's trying to gather as many influential figures from both the UPJ and the Commonwealth as she possibly could. She even has been sacrificing sleep. So why was May going to begin a speech? It always not been customary to have the First Lady give the speech in the events of the President's death, or in any other unavoidable circumstances would necessitate his absence. It was practically formally done in the United States that Japan had come to adopt. The First Lady was usually the title held by the President's wife, but in the absence of one, it would normally be passed on to their female relative. Yep. In this case, May was the natural candidate. That is why everything has been going reasonably well as far as the usual customs were concerned. The President's sudden assassination before he could give his inaugural speech, however, was anything but reasonable.
カイト君、お待たせ。
Alright, let's go. She had been under my constant supervision these past few days, and it's the least I could do to repay Mr. Shukishiro.
メイさん、こちらの車を使ってください。
Wait, she can drive.
あ、
She looks like in my direction. I know what she likely wants to say. She wants to walk home together. Oh, you should let them chaperone you for the next few weeks, May. It's dangerous walking around town at night.
はい。
I'm sorry, May, but I have to protect you no matter what the cost. I've come to realize something after being her bodyguard for these past few days. Everyone around May wants her to do something for them. Miss Osaka naturally was part of that. They wanted a rallying force to drive forward the plan to unite Japan, something that could have been bought with money. That was what Yukishiro George had provided as president until his untimely death. Now instead, they were pushing the responsibility onto May. Miss Osaka would never come out and say it, but these people were going to use May in whatever way it took to accomplish their goal. Of course, they likely mean no ill will in doing this, but it was simply something that had to be done if this plan was to come to fruition. After we finished our light dinner, May suddenly said something to me as we're cleaning up the dishes.
カイト君。この後、時間ありますか？
Do I? I do, but do you? He's been spending these past few days furiously studying for the upcoming speech with no free time whatsoever. Every single day she'd come to home so exhausted that she would go straight to sleep.
はい。今日は大丈夫です。
Alright,
では、私の部屋に行きませんか？
the last time she invited me to her room was when I first visited her house. I go up to her room with her, and after she makes us tea, we enjoy a brief minute or so of relaxation.
カイト君、本当にありがとうございます。
Where's this coming from?
私のせいで学院に通えてません。
Oh, Dad, don't worry. I no longer have any need to go. Never mind. I need to stop myself from saying anything further. What's the point if they're in telling her the truth now? Well, I guess it does kind of suck. I would have liked to see the Denshudo festival at least.
はい、すみません。
Hey, it's not your fault, and I know what we can do. Let's get out your album. What did you guys do last year?
はい、去年は劇です。
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were planning on doing other stuff too, right? Okay, let me do this. Okay. She gets out the album. We've been looking around through it together. There is May surrounded by her classmates wearing a big, bright smile. She's been smiling lately, but not smiling like this. I know why she hasn't is because deep down she isn't truly happy right now. She only wears a smile to try and convince the people around her that she's alright.
劇、楽しかったです。
She's gonna start crying. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. She doesn't seem that happy to me right now. May?
はい、
Let's just stop with this whole nonsense. You don't have to do this speech.
カイト君。
These politicians are just using you. You don't need to make yourself even more of a target than you already are. Your dad, George, he wouldn't want you to go through this because of him.
カイト君、私は。
You don't have to shoulder this burden. She listens obediently to everything I have to say, and somber expression on her face, she sits and listens. After I finish telling her my position, she flashes me a smile.
カイト君、大丈夫です。私は大丈夫。あと少しですから。
What do you mean by that? A little further.
はい。お父さんは今までずっと頑張ってきて、これからもずっと頑張るはず
I
でし
mean,
た。
that's true.
私のやることはその中のほんの一瞬のことです。
You have a point. There it is again, the fake smile, and to try to assure me that she's not hurting. I can feel an insurmountable bravery from her. I don't think I have ever seen her like this before. Even if you think it's nothing, there's no reason to put your life in danger. No, there was one time. It was inside my premonition. There was an outbreak of war had started and the city was being desecrated. She declared that she was going to go back to town to rescue everyone. The gallant display touched my heart and I ended up leading her wander into that hellscape. Luckily, the future hadn't come to pass. That future. Yet there was still a possibility that of her entering a similar type of danger. So I had to do this. Hey, please, I want you to rethink this. You go through with it. You might lose this happiness. I point out one of the pictures in her album. It was a picture of May smiling surrounded by everyone.
カイト君、それは無理です。
What do you mean?
はい、私はお父さんの代わりを務めないといけません。私がこれをやることでみんなのためになるなら。
I understand. I knew she would push on with this. May truly loves this place and its people from the bottom of her heart. That's exactly why she's working herself to be to the bone for this cause. She wants to fulfill the responsibility that has been placed on her, and she wants to do it well. But that desire, in turn, has caused her a great deal of suffering. Part of the personality Half her personality says to do it, while the other half says not to. She's expressing a mental turmoil over these two clashing halves of herself. That's why I feel such a boiling anger. That makes me so furious. I'm not talking about you, May. I just can't forgive those people who are forcing you to go through with this. They knew who you are and what you're gone through. Yet they still have the gal to do this. All of these selfish politicians, Miss Hosaka included. You're still dealing with the loss of your father, and yet they think it's okay to do this. I won't ever forgive them for this.
カイト君、それは違います。
Huh? I falter for a second as she gives me the firm, resolute response.
私は強いられているわけじゃありません。これは私の意志です。
I know, but they're making you sacrifice yourself for this.
犠牲じゃありません。これは私の立場ならできることだからやるんで。
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Yeah, rephrase
犠牲じゃありません。これは私の立場ならできることだからやるんです。
How is that any different? You're still suffering because of it. Why do you have to be so selfless for those people? And this is just on the heels of you losing your dad. Why do you have to put yourself in any more danger?
お父さんを親しい人を亡くしたのは私だけじゃありません。きっといっぱいいます。
And that's true.
二つに分かれた日本のいさかいで苦しんでいる人たちがいます。私はそれを知っています。
I understand that.
だから私が今立たないと。
May,
はい、
it's okay for you to grieve.
悲しむ。
You lost your dad in this whole political strife. It's okay to be sad.
それは私以外にも多くの人が。
And you're one of them, May. You lost your dad. You're the one of those people who lost someone they loved. You lost someone you love more than the world. So please don't have to feel like you don't have the right to be sad.
カイト君、
What?
違うんです。そうじゃないんです。
Oh, so
カイト君が言ってることは違うんです。
hey. I can feel the liquid body of her shaking. The body of this girl I love more than anything. How long has she been shaking like this? How long would it last? How tight would I have to hold her for it to stop? Sorry, May. I didn't mean to go off on you like that. But I can possibly say to calm her down.
カイト君、
Everything is gonna be alright, May. I'm with you.
カイト君、私全然ダメですね。いろいろなことを考えて寂しさを紛らわせようとしていただけなのかもしれないです。
Yeah.
いろいろな気持ちが目まぐるしく回っていて
I know.
言葉にするのがとても難しいけど今はただ
It's okay, May. You can tell me.
うん
I'm here so you have someone to let out all your emotions on.
悲しい
I know.
悲しい
Yeah. I know.
悲しい。
I know, May. I know.
カイト君はずっと分かっててくれた。
I knew, but I wasn't able to be good enough support for you. That's why I had to bottle your feelings up. You had to bottle your feelings up.
そんなことない。私、カイト君がいなかったら、私。
You can accept your feelings, May. There's nothing wrong with grieving when you just lost someone you love.
ありがとう。ありがとう。
You can cry, May. Nobody will blame you. No matter what happens, I'll always be there for you.
カイト君がいる。
She smiles at me, tears glistening in her eyes. Listening, my bad.
私は一人じゃない。
I've never seen the smile so beautiful, yet so painful. I have no words to offer at her at this moment. All I can do is simply look.
カイト君、好きです。多分、出会った時からです。
What?
一目惚れでした。
Didn't think those kind of things actually happen. I guess it was the same for you then.
カイト君もですか？
Yeah.
私も多分そうです。ちょっとドキドキしててわからないです。ドキドキしててちゃんと思い出せなくて。
Yeah, you're right. I pull her close to me, then I'm feeling the pounding of her heart through my chest, touching hers.
はい。ドキドキしています。
Oh, please don't tell me this is one of those scenes again. Well, if it is, you know it's gonna be skipped. Of course, like last time. Yeah. So if it's anything that's, well, somewhat, you know, it will be skipped. If it isn't, it isn't. If not, you should just stop here, right? I mean, we'll see. Okay, we kiss after embracing each other, slightly standing her tiptoes, indicating that she wants this as well.
カイト君、もっとドキドキしてきました。
Mine too. I move my hands to her face as I hold her in my arm.
カイト君、私を抱いてください。
I am.
はい。私はカイト君に抱きしめられてます。
I squeeze her even tighter. Suddenly, I get the urge to see what she looks like with her hair down. I place a hand on her ribbon. Okay, so here it begins, huh? Yep. Can I take this off?
はい。
Okay, so yeah. Okay, I start to undo her ribbon, making sure not to pull her hair as I do. So. Okay, I mean, not bad so far. They're just kissing. It's okay. Her hair gently falls down. I stare at this new May.
じっと見つめられると恥ずかしいです。
Even with your hair down, it looks beautiful.
嬉しいです。時々こうしましょうか。
I mean, it's up to you. Maybe we should keep it. Yes. What? Okay.
カイトくん、そんなこと言わないでください。髪を下ろすたびにカイトくんのこと思い出してしまいそうです。
Looks away bashfully, so I plan to kiss on her. You know, May, now I feel like every time I see you with your hair down, I'm going to want you.
もう
Time for the next ribbon then.
自分でやります。
Can I please?
したいですか？
Yeah.
いいですよ。
Despite her being flustered, I start to undo the. Okay. Okay, perfect. So if anything shows, like I said, it's gonna be skipped, obviously. Obviously. Like happened beforehand. After her identity underwear comes into view, I wrote them as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is afterwards. Yeah, I had to skip a lot of things. Okay, we receive a call from Miss Osaka in the middle of the night. I hear that what she wants, we start to clean up ourselves. I have to take a shower and get changed again. In my while at work on tidying up the room. She comes back right as I'm about to get everything in order.
すみません。
Welcome back.
ほとんど終わってますね。シーツも新しい。
Sorry, I didn't really know where things were.
本当におじさまみたいです。手際がいいです。
What?
いえ、こっちの話です。それよりも喉乾きませんか？紅茶を入れます。
Thanks. We wait a bit after the tea is brought up. We run out of things to say and the room lapses into silence. I know this is an odd thing to say considering we're offers and everything. And even more so considering that it's the second time we had. Yeah, okay. But for some reason I feel even more awkward now than after the first time. May.
はい。
You were really cute.
やめてください。
Right, sorry, I don't know why I said that. And now all I've achieved is making things more awkward. Great. For the time being, I take a deep breath and try to calm down. She's doing it too. She already started before me.
カイトくん。
Yeah?
私、お父さんの後を継ぎたいです。
You can see the nervousness in her as she tells me that. She wants to hear how I'll react to it. So you're gonna give the speech?
はい。それがお父さんの意志だと思うから。
I don't want you to. I still don't want her to go through with this.
はい。
I'm worried about you, May. I reach out and stroke her head. She sits there and lets me. And she does this, close her eye and keeps silent. I bring my hand to her cheek and brush it lovingly. They give me a gentle kiss on the lips. It only lasts for a second. You know, May, you're a really selfish girl.
今、なんて言ったんですか？
She asked me to repeat myself, her eyes blinking in astonishment. So I answered truthfully. I said that you're selfish, May. After taking the time to swallow what I just said, she flashes a bashful smile.
私はわがままです。私は雪代メイですから。
A smile pulls at the corners of my mouth after hearing the price she declares with that. Yeah, you are. The one and only Yukishiro Mei. And then... Wait, we time skip? Wow, I was not expecting this. Is this the end of it? This is the end, I guess. Wow, we totally time skipped. I was not expecting that. Our child has finally been born. Or this is a flashback, meaning I'm now officially a father. I still feel all feels so surreal. My wife Mirai looks at me with a prideful smirk, likely because of the sense of superiority she gained over getting to see our daughter first. Wait, she's talking about someone else, Mirai. Yeah. This is something different. Even with her weak constitution, my wife has managed to give an eternal natural birth to her daughter. Oh, okay. Now I see. This is May's father when May was born. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The doctor had informed me multiple times on how much strain was being placed on her body during the pregnancy. Okay, I understand now.
未来よくやった
Is there anything other than that I can possibly say to her right now? I've been agonizing ever since the day that she declared she wanted to have a child with me in spite of all the opposition around her. She got given birth to this child for my sake. She was worried that she wouldn't have much longer to be with me in this life. That's why she decided to go forward with this so I wouldn't be alone. I was heavily conflicted about those feelings, those wishes she had. But that's why I decided to support her decision. I decided to have a child with her.
よくやった
はい
ありがとう未来
はいジョージさん名前を考えてくれましたか
考えたよ君から託された子だからな私と君が望んで生まれた命私と君の大事な命だからメイ
メイいい名前ですきっと私の分も
未来私は
ジョージさんこの子のことメイのことよろしくお願いします
未来この子のために祈ってくれ
はい
約束する君が私に残してくれた命に誓う私はこの子の未来をこの国に残す
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. So, well, that was interesting. Yeah. Apparently, May is definitely gonna go through with it. This is before the, yeah. And, yeah, with the speech bro, most likely. Well, and we also had a little bit of a flashback on, you know, May's parents when she was born. That was interesting. And then there's a part that I'm gonna have to take out because of, you know, reasons. It's not gonna be on the on the video for obvious reasons. Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.